Today we count down 7 of the wildest factory Mopars Detroit ever unleashed, machines so raw, so unapologetically violent, they reshaped the entire drag racing landscape. Number 7. 1963 Dodge 330 Max Wedge, lightweight. The early 1960s marked the beginning of Detroit's drag racing revolution, and the 1963 Dodge 330 Max Wedge, lightweight, was one of the first true factory-built weapons. Brutally simple and stripped of every comfort, it embodied pure purpose. Under the hood lived the legendary 426 Max Wedge V8, rated at 415 to 425 horsepower but widely understood to deliver far more. High compression, massive ports, and dual 4-barrel carburetors turned this engine into a thunderous, unrefined beast. The lightweight treatment defined this machine: aluminum bumpers, aluminum front panels, thinner glass, no insulation, and a trunk-mounted battery. Every ounce that could be removed was removed. Only a few dozen were ever produced, making the '63 Dodge 330 a rare survivor of an era where Detroit built cars not for comfort, but for combat. Number 6. 1964 Plymouth Belvedere 426 Hemi. The 1964 Plymouth Belvedere ushered in one of the most important moments in Mopar history: the arrival of the 42.6 Hemi into a factory-release drag package. Fresh off NASCAR's success, the race-bred Hemi was detuned just enough to be sold to civilians. Officially, it produced 40-25 horsepower. Unofficially, racers knew it delivered far more, easily pushing past 500 horsepower with minimal tuning. Heavy-duty suspension, reinforced driveline components, and a no-nonsense interior made the Belvedere a quarter-mile threat straight out of the showroom. Its identity was forged on the drag strip, not the boulevard. This was the car that marked the beginning of Mopar's Hemi-powered drag dynasty. A machine built for competitors who didn't want to lose and for engineers who refused to compromise. Number 5. 1965 Dodge Coronet A990 Hemi. When Dodge created the 1965 Coronet A990, they didn't build a car, they built a weapon disguised as one. The A990 package transformed the Coronet into a factory superstock racer with a single intention: domination. Its 426 Hemi was race-tuned, mechanically angry, and easily capable of pushing well over 500 horsepower. The car's weight-saving measures were extreme, even by Mopar standards: aluminum front fenders, aluminum doors, lightweight seats, and plexiglass side windows. The interior was stripped to bare essentials. Even the automatic transmission was modified into a race-only unit without a park position. Number 4. 1968 Dodge Hemi Dart L023. The 1968 Dodge Hemi Dart L023 remains one of the wildest factory-approved builds ever conceived. Mopar engineers took a small, lightweight A-body and installed a full race-spec 426 Hemi under the hood. The result was chaos, beautiful, terrifying chaos. Weighing roughly 3,000 pounds thanks to its fiberglass fenders and hood, acid-dipped body panels, and minimal interior, the Hemi Dart was dangerously overpowered for its size. It wasn't subtle, it wasn't refined, it was a hand-built missile. Real-world horsepower estimates easily topped 500 plus, and factory-prepared cars ran 10-second quarter miles with shocking regularity. Some dipped into the nines with minor adjustments. The L023 wasn't just fast, it was uncontrollable, unpredictable, and unforgettable. A machine on the edge of what Detroit could legally release. Number 3. 1968 Plymouth Barracuda B029 Superstock. Built alongside the Hemi Dart, the 1968 Plymouth Barracuda B029 brought the same madness to Mopar's compact pony car. Built in extremely limited numbers, each B029 was essentially hand-assembled for NHRA Superstock competition. Fiberglass fenders, lightweight doors, thin side glass, stripped interiors, and the monstrous 426 Hemi engine defined its character. The Hemi pushed the small Barracuda into territory no compact car had ever entered before. In the hands of drag legends like Sox and Martin, the B029 became a national icon, regularly hitting low 10-second quarter-mile times with traps that broke 130 miles per hour. It was the car that proved a lightweight body and a heavyweight engine could rewrite drag racing history, and it did so with thunderous, unforgettable authority. Number 2, 1967 Dodge Coronet W023 Hemi Superstock. Before Mopar shocked the world with compact Hemi monsters, they experimented with a brutal, limited-run machine, the 1967 Dodge Coronet W023. Only 55 were built, each designed for one purpose: quarter-mile supremacy. The W023 combined a reinforced B-body shell with a race-prepared 426 Hemi, lightweight components, and a bare-bones interior. No radio, no insulation. No unnecessary steel, just raw firepower and engineering precision. The W023's combination of power and durability made it a terror in NHRA Superstock. It bridged the gap between Mopar's early Max Wedge era and the upcoming Hemi A-body revolution. This was the car that showed Chrysler how far it could push factory drag racing, and the answer was much farther. Number 1. 1966 Plymouth Belvedere 2 426 Hemi Lightweight. At the peak of Detroit's horsepower wars, Plymouth released its most extreme street-legal drag machine, the 1966 Belvedere 2 426 Hemi Lightweight. It carried the full 426 Street Hemi, officially rated at 425 horsepower, but notoriously underrated. The real number was far higher. What made the 66 Belvedere 2 wild was its factory-approved lightweight program. Aluminum hood, aluminum fenders, revised structure, reduced insulation, and a stripped interior. This wasn't a comfortable family car. This was a purpose-built drag weapon sold directly to the public. It became one of Mopar's most feared machines, capable of deep 11-second quarter-mile runs in factory trim, and far quicker with minor modifications. Today, surviving examples are among the rarest Hemi cars in the world, prized by collectors and revered by racers.